Greetings. Have you ever wanted to sound like this?
I must caution, planet infrastructure will be greatly damaged.
Well, let me tell you how. It's pretty simple when you get into the nitty-gritty of it. However, a lot of tutorials out there that do like very similar things tend to have a few issues. So this one will be the full step-by-step process. So, skip through it a bunch if you already know things. I'll link a few, the one I learned how to do this with in the description, which will also have like the VOCODER effect I use. So first off, you're gonna need an audio, either record it on a different thing, on a separate thing, or just like input it. I'm just gonna record it on here.
I must caution, planet infrastructure will be greatly damaged.
Just something simple like that. Then trim it to however it is you want. Doesn't really matter how you do it. Fiddle with it. I personally turn it up just a smidge, but that's just me. From there, find your file, Avi. It should be called Soundwave VOCODER Carrier. Something like that, depending on what you name it. That's what I named it. And then you just gotta trim it to size. Make sure this is as good as ever. Oh yeah, to make your process easier, this will be important later on. To make your process a little bit easier, go into Preferences. Okay, we're good. Go into Preferences, and then enable editing clip can move other clips. Trust me, it'll save you some time. Now, from here, what you gotta do is you gotta split the stereo track, and then delete whatever one, it doesn't matter. And then do the same on the other side. And then, okay, here's the important part. So when you, here's the important part. So when you split both of them, I split the bottom one on the audio one. So on here, you split the top one. They have to be in different ears. And just make sure that they're in different ears. Oh. Make sure they're in different ears. Okay, so they're in different ears. So from there, here's the cool part. What you do is you take this, right? You go to Effects, Pitch and Tempo, change pitch, and then put on these settings. I'll sit here for a minute and let you do that. Okay, so we are now continuing knowing that you have these set to these specific settings. These are important, and then apply. And then it'll do a little bit of some things, and that should sound something like this.
I must caution, planet infrastructure will be greatly damaged.
Okay, that might sound really low, but trust me, it'll pay off in the long run. Then you gotta zoom in a little bit, and then select what you want. So this, for instance.
Planet infrastructure.
Like this.
Planet infrastructure will be greatly.
You wanna, like, the way I do it is I like to change it on, like, verbs.
Planet infrastructure will be greatly.
Yeah, that works. This, and then go to Effect. We're kind of gonna undo what we just did, but also not. Change pitch, and then we set it to -8. Boom, apply. From there, hover over where you selected it. Well, this is just for me. This from there, you can just kind of select this. And then Effect, Pitch and Tempo, obviously, and then select this to 8. If you want it, oh, what the hell did you just do? Back, cancel. Effect, Pitch, Tempo, pitch. There. If you want it to be higher or lower pitch, just do it. If you want it higher pitch, do 8. If you want it to be a lower pitch, do -8. Okay, that's pretty much it. And then there, you should have something that sounds similar to this.
Planet infrastructure will be greatly damaged.
Not perfect, but like as a good test, this is how it is. Then you click on the 3 dots as before and make stereo track. Sometimes it might ask you if like there's like an issue where it just click OK on it and it'll work. From there, select your entire track, Effect, Distortion Modulation, VOCODER, do these settings. I'll wait here for a minute. Okay. Now you have that done. Click apply. And then it'll do some maths, I think. I don't know how it does it. And then, boom.
I must caution. Planet infrastructure will be greatly damaged.
Not bad. Perfect for a test. And then from there you can just fiddle with it as much as you want. And the cool thing is you can always go back and just click Control Z, and then fiddle with it. And then you can always just, Alt, Control, Alt, Z. I don't know. Oh yeah, just click this. And then boom.
I must caution. Planet infrastructure will be greatly damaged.
The best part is, whenever you do this, it saves like the vocoder settings and junk. So you won't have to deal with inputting all those settings, I don't think. That's about it for this tutorial. Then you just kind of file, export, and then name it whatever you want. And then export. And it should be in your files. That's it. Yeah, it's that simple. Also, be sure to check out Transformers the Trion Protocols. The trailer's out. It's in my channel. Watch it, please. I'm desperate.